Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jacob K. Baker for AtomicStickFigure Productions, and today I'm going to be discussing the future of Atomic Stick Figure Productions. Now, for those of you that have seen the Constructing Primal Godzilla, the first video in that series, at the end of it, I did this little sort of teaser stinger kind of thing, stating that this was the final project for Atomic Stick Figure Productions. And I feel that I need to actually expand on exactly what I meant there. Um, See, it was decided a while back that it was about time that we actually ended Atomic Stick Figure Productions. I mean, we've been doing this for almost a decade. That's a long time to be doing anything, really. And we're getting kind of worn out and we sort of want to go and do different things. But instead of us just ending Atomic Stick Figure Productions with like one final costume saying, oh yeah, we get this costume and then we're done, um, we decided that we wanted to go out in a big way. And because we're true showmen and we don't want to disappoint our fan base, and it's so strange saying that we have a fan base because we make costumes. To me, that just isn't something that really warrants a fan base. But you guys, you watch the videos, and I do have people come up to me at G Fest saying, "Oh, we love your work." So yeah, we do have a fan base. Um, but yeah, I we decided that instead of, like I said, just doing one final costume, what we're going to do is a fan film with monster effects work done specifically or done solely by Atomic Stick Figure Productions. So the Primal Godzilla isn't going to be the last set of videos that we do. There's going to be plenty of uh, making of slideshow videos because there are going to be so many monsters in this movie. And the film itself is GXG, which is the battle that we all have been waiting to see for half a century, over half a century actually, where Godzilla and Gamera finally get to duke it out to the death. And this isn't going to be some CGI thing or some stop motion thing or something done just with puppets. We're actually going to be making full costumes that are intricately detailed, and we are going to do like puppets and props to fill in for like the stuff that the suits can't do, but we're actually going to have costumes of these two monsters duking it out, which is what we the fans really want to see. I mean, unless you're into the whole CGI stuff, and then you'll probably get some of that too. There's some stuff that I'm gonna have to get someone to help me do because this stuff can only be done digitally. So there's gonna be like this big marriage of all of these styles of special effects. There's going to be costumes, puppets, CGI, stop motion in a couple of scenes, just because I want to do stop motion. Uh, so yeah, lots of various uh, animation techniques being employed here. Um, but I'll probably save more in-depth stuff for this project for a later video. Because it is one of the things that I want to do is not only are we going to be continuing these slideshow videos for you guys, but there are a slew of other types of videos that I will be doing. Uh, of note, a semi kind of sort of podcast, but not really, which is what I'm classifying this as. I don't really want to call it a podcast because I don't think it truly is. It's just me talking into a microphone, hoping you guys are wanting to listen. Which, actually, come to think of it, that's what most people who do a podcast do. So I guess it is a podcast. I'm just not going to call it one. But yeah, there's going to be stuff, or there's videos where it's just me talking, and hopefully I'm entertaining enough that you guys will, well, yeah, find it entertaining. Um, Coming up, probably, if not the same day as this particular video, then the next day I will be posting my own review for the fan film Godzilla Battle Royale. Along with that, or along with this type of video, we'll also, or I will be, since the computer stuff is specifically my doings, I will be doing what you guys have been demanding us to do for all this time, which is actual video of us, or of me, doing the texture work with foam. That way you guys can actually see the process of how it's done with the tools we have available. And the story behind this is really, really strange because the laptop, which is what I'm using to do this and the slideshows, it will not accept video because my system is way out of date. The computer itself is from 2008, which is one of the reasons why it crashed so long ago and why I'm sort of paranoid about it crashing again fairly soon, is I don't really know how long of a life this thing has. But at any rate, this thing will not accept videos, but the computer in my parents' house, the computer room, it actually has the ability to accept videos. But on the flip side, it can't do the stuff the laptop can. I can't pull up a movie maker program and try and piece together slideshows and the audios and all that. This computer just can't do it. It's almost like the computers got together and said, okay, you do this, and I'll do this, and we'll just mess with the guy. And that's what I truly believe the computers are doing. You know, Skynet is a thing. But so yeah, I will be doing actual videos. But the thing about this, it's even more complicated still. The computer, I don't know if it's specifically the computer or YouTube itself, does not like the video format that I use. I can't post lengthy videos. I can only post like these little vignettes that are like 2 to 5 minutes in length. And even after I get those things posted on YouTube, I still have to fiddle around with the program just to get it to play the stupid video. So I don't know how many of these videos I'm going to be doing or how quickly I will be able to put them out, but it is a thing that I can do, and so you guys are going to get to see exactly how I do all this stuff. And I'm going to try and have the camera set up over my shoulder so it's sort of a POV thing. That way you can see kind of from my perspective how these look while they're being shaped. The first video in this particular series is probably going to be Godzilla scales, because a lot of you are, maybe not a lot of you, but I do know that some of you were drawn to my channel because we did the Hyper Godzilla costume, and you guys want to see how Godzilla himself was done. So I will start with Godzilla. Let me see here. Oh yeah, along with let's see, slideshows, the semi kind of sort of but almost not podcasts, the actual videos. Oh yeah, speaking of GXG, this will be a thing that I'm going to do a lot of coverage for while it's in production. I'm going to do a lot of pre-production videos, the slideshow videos, of course. Production videos, which hopefully I can get actual video documented footage of the production of this film, and post-production footage. So there's all kinds of stuff coming your guys' way in the next few years. Now, after we get done with GXG, because of the various monsters that are going to be in it, not a lot of them have a lot of screen time. I mean, Godzilla and Gamera, of course, because it's why the movie's being made, because it's the fight we all want to see. But in addition to them, the movie's broken up into parts. And the first bit of it, like, by the end of the opening credit sequence, 6 monsters are going to be killed off in very brutal, horrible ways, Mortal Kombat fatality style. And those monsters, um, I guess I'll just go ahead and tell you guys what monsters you're going to see in this film. For the Godzilla side of things, I'm going to be using Obsidius from the game Godzilla Unleashed, the Crustaceous Rex from Godzilla the series, Axor from the Hanna-Barbera cartoon, Douglas, and Bagan. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Who in this incarnation is King Bagan. And then in the Gamera side of things, we will have, let's see, I think it's called the Armored Gauss. It's one of the bosses from the video game Gamera 2000. One of the unused Gamera monsters, W, or Wyvern. Uh, just because I like the way it sounds, I'm probably just going to call it W. So, yeah, that thing's going to be in it. It's going to be tweaked a bit from the original concept art because it was concept art and there's room to play around with it. So, a version of that creature is going to be in it. The thing with the ridiculously long name from the Gamera versus Garasharp video, uh, I had a piece of paper with that thing's name on it, and I cannot find it. But yeah, the weird mushroom kappa thing with a bird beak, that's gonna be in it. One of the other bosses from Gamera 2000, I haven't quite decided which one I want to use just yet, but another one of those is going to be in the film, although very briefly, for a flashback sequence, and then of course, Garasharp, Queen Garasharp in this incarnation. Tied directly to Bagan. How, you gotta wait and see. Although you could probably figure it out by the titles I have. Um, but okay, Bagan and Garasharp in particular have a lot to do with the middle section of the film. But the other monsters, save for Douglas because he ties into them too. But the other six, um, like I said, they get killed off before the end of the opening credit sequence. And because these are monsters that I don't think I'm the only one who wants to see these things brought to life. I know that there's other people out there that are going to be really disappointed at just how quickly these things get killed off for this film. So I'm I don't know how easy it'll be to do with some of these things, but I am going to try and do some little short videos with these other monsters. That way, their construction won't be a complete and total waste. I mean, these things do take a lot of time and a lot of effort to make, and I want to make sure that I get my money's worth out of these things. And I want to make sure that you, the audience, actually get to enjoy everything that we work so hard to make. So yeah, there's all this stuff plus the eventual release of GXG. Which, for those of you who are curious, it's for those of you that didn't hear the Sons of Serizawa podcast interview with me, it's a project that's going to be in development for either 3 to 4 years. It depends on how quickly everything comes along and budget and all that comes together. So there's still plenty of videos left to come. So even though GXG is the final ride of Atomic Stick Figure Productions, you guys are still going to be getting a lot from me. After GXG, I don't know. I don't know if I'll switch over to a format like this or if I'll just find something else to occupy my time. I don't know. A lot can change in 4 years. A lot can happen. So all we can do is just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. And I believe that is it for this particular discussion video. So this is Jacob K. Baker signing off. Good night, and may God bless. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jacob K. Baker for Atomic Stick Figure Productions. And I'm going to be doing something quite a bit outside of my brains. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jacob K. Baker for Atomic Stick Figure Productions. Today I'm going to be... unscripted, scripted, it doesn't matter. I'm going to mess up no matter what. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jacob K. Baker for AtomicStickFigure Productions. Today I'm going to be doing I don't really want to call it a podcast? Podcast. The mess ups, they just keep coming.